Fox 5 and Hot 97 present Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers.
I'm so glad you're joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers on hip-hop's War of Words. I'm your host, Lisa Evers. Hip-hop culture is being re-energized by the epic battle between two of hip-hop's biggest and most admired megastars, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Both are at the top of their game, and both took aim at their rival with painfully precise verbal blows.
They not like us. They not like us.
On one side, we have multiple Grammy-winning artist Kendrick Lamar. And on the other, the Billboard Hot 100 #1 record holder of all time, Drake. Both are hip-hop megastars, and both are at the top of their careers, says Billboard Deputy Director of Hip-Hop and R&B, Carl Lamar.
When you're looking for a heavyweight feud, these are the two opponents that you want standing at two different corners, opposing each other, ready to go.
Hip-hop battles and feuds have always been part of the culture. Some of the biggest include Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, 50 Cent versus Ja Rule, and Nas's bitter feud with Jay-Z. There's also the long-simmering hostility between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B that erupted into a shoe-throwing fight during New York Fashion Week in 2018. But nothing compares to the battle of the two titans, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, says Chuck Creekmer of allhiphop.com.
I think this battle was incredibly important because, I feel like every generation of hip hop has to have an epic battle to solidify that generation's king or queen, and to also solidify something that we can all talk about for the future.
The Kendrick Lamar-Drake battle heated up in spring of 2024 and erupted with verbal blows being thrown and landed in both directions. Nearly a dozen diss records were created and fired off, taking aim with very personal insults and allegations, including various types of abuse and addiction. Nothing was off limits, even if it wasn't true. The diss records exploded online with millions of views, were played by DJs in clubs and on the radio, says Hot 97 DJ Drewski. He believes it shows emerging artists who still have ties to the streets, that when they leave the beef in their music, they can succeed peacefully.
I think for some of, especially the young artists that make drill records that, really get active, it showed them, okay, we can still be lit, we can still be popular, we can still make great music, and we don't have to go out there and hurt each other.
Battle rap legend Math Hoffa says the intensity and personal verbal attacks in the Drake-Kendrick showdown remind him of battle rap at its best: provocative, emotional, and above all, entertaining.
The level of lyricism and creativity that came out of this, I'm hoping it's going to put a spotlight on battle rap, because a lot of the things that I heard in this battle was bars that I feel like were constructed in battle rap for the past decade.
Let's get into this right now with our amazing panel. Joining us is DJ Drewski. He's a DJ, music producer, and Hot 97 on-air personality. Drewski, great to have you with us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Also with us is Matt Hoffa. He's a battle rap legend and a podcaster. Matt, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And also joining us is Chuck Creekmer. He's the co-founder and CEO of allhiphop.com. Chuck, thank you so much for being with us.
Glad to be here. Salute.
Okay. Chuck, I'm going to start with you. Do you feel that things, especially with this Drake and Kendrick battle that was running for weeks, that it's gone too far?
No. I'll say no. We've talked, and I think that it got extremely crazy. I definitely think it was there were some unsavory parts, ugly even. But at the end of the day, this is hip hop. This is the culture that we're dealing with. And I think that I would have refrained, and each one of them kept saying, you shouldn't have said my wife. Then he says his kid, you shouldn't have said my kid. And then it keeps going further and further and further. So I'll say no. I mean, I would have appreciated it more just being lyrics and back and forth, but we're way past that, So I don't think that it went too far. Even if it did go too far, it didn't go too far. No one died. No one was hurt. Both of those guys, their respective crews didn't jump in it. it was really, for the most part, the two of them, and that's a good thing.
Drewski, how much were your fans talking about this and your listeners?
Oh, I think, it was a moment. Everyone was talking about it. People that I wouldn't even think knew hip hop, like, older people, me just being outside, are like, hey, what's happening with Drake and Kendrick? And, it was people that I thought they don't know what's going on, and people were in tune. And that, not just because the beef, but it was just entertaining. I think we were looking for something like that, right? And then you had J. Cole, who jumped in for a second, then backed out, and that became a thing. Like, everyone was upset. Like, yo, Cole should have, he should have never did that. So it just became a moment in hip hop. And I just want to say, Drake so far got it. Drake won, right?
Math, what about that?
I've been telling people for weeks to kind of sit back, grab your popcorn, and just enjoy the lyrics. Don't take sides, just be entertained.
Right.
But what I've noticed is on the internet, it's become a war with people on social media who, if you say Drake is winning, then you're gonna get attacked by all the K-Dot fans. If you say K-Dot is winning, the Drake fans are gonna invite you to the Frank stand. Like, it's been a whole bunch of just people just trying to side. And I think that, once they crossed the line and they started talking about each other's families and they started throwing allegations at each other, I think that was going too far, even though, in my opinion, this is the best rap battle in hip hop history so far.
Yeah.
I think they shouldn't have crossed that line.
What about the fact that these are two superstars? They're grown men. These are not like hungry guys just starting out at the beginning of their careers, really trying to make a name for themselves. A lot on the line for them in terms of risks, right, Chuck?
Absolutely. I mean, that's why you don't see battles anymore the way you used to, because no one wants to take that L. No one wants to suffer that setback. And to me, if you're really tuned into hip hop, we've had smaller battles and they were just as interesting to me. But this is one where you don't normally see the rappers being on that big of a scale. The only thing I think that really comes close is Jay-Z and Nas. Now, some would say Big and Pac, but to me, that's street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was one-sided. I feel like Pac
that was one-sided.
Attack.
Right.
The closest we got to a Biggie response was, a bar here and there, maybe a verse on Long Kiss Goodnight, but we never really got the battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, this is the biggest battle in hip hop history. And
I'm glad we agree on that, because some people are trying to tell me Nas and Jay was bigger and other battles.
Well, let's see. Wait, hold on a second. Let's see what Drewski has to say. Drewski, biggest battle in hip hop history. I mean, the diss tracks were going back and forth at like the speed of light, and there's like almost enough for like a whole album from each one of them. Do you think this is the greatest battle?
The greatest, no, the biggest, I agree with the guys. Because I think in the era we are in now, these dudes could just sit at home and record these records where, when Hove and Nas was going back and forth, it probably took a little more work to get records done and mixed. Drake and K-Dot, they had them ready to go. It was easy to respond. It just was a quicker pace, back and forth.
We've got more for you after this.
Now, Matt, when you prepared for a battle, how did you find out what was kind of like that emotional trigger for that particular opponent?
For me, it all depended on how much I disliked the person. If I disliked them, I would go as far as trying to get your jewelry that you got robbed for, getting your rap sheet, getting as much information as I can, getting information from your ex-girlfriends, and it gets pretty deep in battle rap. But personally, depending on your integrity, you're not going to cross certain lines. So I never felt like it was cool to talk about people's kids. I never felt like it was cool to put allegations on people without evidence.
Right.
So, it all depends on the battle rapper. Because there's some battle rappers that'll talk about your uncle that just died yesterday, and that would be no problem for them.
Drewski, what about this? Is there a line where the people that follow drill rap and battle in that venue and in that arena, were they interested in this?
Yeah, I think we just had two superstars going back and forth, so it caught everyone's attention. And once one person opens the door, like crosses that line, once that happens, it's open season. So now you went first, you jumped first. Now it's, there's no rules at that point. And I think that's what happened, when it went from talking about the kids to the wife and what Matt mentioned earlier. These were little subliminal things that were happening before that, like Drake mentioning Whitney or, in songs prior to this. So he was waiting for the moment to really, take that opportunity. But for me, for the culture, for hip hop, I always feel like those are great moments that just sparks good energy. As long as no one's getting hurt, it's like, cool, we needed this,
No,
Yeah, I
definitely.
think this was a good example for the drill rappers.
Right.
Like, you don't have to kill each other. You don't have to talk about each other's dead homies. You don't have to.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you have to display your talent.
Yeah.
For the most part. And the one thing that I loved about this battle is I haven't heard a Sexy Red record in weeks. I haven't heard a drill song. I haven't heard none of that. And I feel like this is going to shift the culture back into a direction where it takes intelligence. It takes artistry. It takes more than just, I know who died on your side, so I'm going to talk about them. Or I shot at your block yesterday, now I'm going to talk about it. It takes a lot more than that. And what these two masters of their craft has been displaying, even though they got dirty, was that we are artists, and the way we are going to put this together is going to be legendary. It's going to be historic, and you're never going to forget about it.
Chuck, let me ask you about this. What does it say to people, and especially to the creative, just the whole creative community of artists, that guys at that level with a lot to lose really took that risk?
I mean, I think it says a lot because, first of all, this is, again, it goes back to my phrase, this is hip hop. And I just feel like this is hip hop. And for so long, people would take shots at Drake and he would, basically ignore them. They weren't either on his level in his mind or didn't warrant a response, or it wasn't worth the risk to get into the mud. Like with Pusha T, he didn't want to come back and go back and forth with him. But, these two, I guess they felt evenly yoked enough to do it and put everything at risk. And appreciate Drake for doing it because, he probably feels like he's the bigger superstar, the bigger star, and could have probably just kept it pushing. Even after Kendrick came back with Euphoria, I think he could have kept it going, could have not replied, I should say.
Really?
There's no way. There's no way. After begging this man to drop, I don't.
But let me say this. Let me say this.
We're in it for the long haul.
What I meant was the writing was on the wall that this was gonna go the other way at that point.
Right.
And he could just save face and be like, man, that was whack. Let me just keep it moving. That was whack. But I knew he was in the spider's web when Euphoria dropped because we were decoding it. It was so much to that record that, he was definitely in the spider's web at that point.
Drake, you look at his record is so incredible, but also that he felt that he needed to address this and really get down and dirty in the fight.
Yeah, I think for Drake, he's always trying to prove himself and why he belongs in that spot, and why he's hip hop, and it's just the essence of hip hop. So he had no choice but to respond, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be respected by his hip hop peers, right? So I feel like he always had that pressure, even in this whole battle thing, like Ross calling him the white boy, just trying to discredit him. And he's been going through that forever, right? So you got that pressure of just the public, looking at you like, well, you're going to prove yourself. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? Right. That's why I really, they both were great, right? It was amazing back and forth. But I do have to say, he went up against multiple people at one time. They trying to discredit him, taking,
Let's keep it real, man. He got jumped, bro.
He got jumped. He got jumped down the street by a crew or a gang, and he's like trying to fight his way out of it.
And he didn't run. That's the thing. He didn't run. Right. In the street, you go, he stood there. He stood his ground, and he didn't really even get beat up. Even if you got beat up, you go, well, he stood his ground.
Right.
He didn't run. but he held it down. That's why I say
That's a testimony to Drake being a titan
right.
in this industry. Kanye jumped into it, and this battle was so big that no one cared.
Right.
Think about that.
I forgot about that until you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Right.
Kanye jumps in and no one cared. It's just like Kenny Drake. Let's hear it.
Kendrick hit Drake with everything from the super dense bars with triple and quadruple entendres, and then he brought the frequency all the way regular with They Not Like Us, and it's viral. It's everywhere. It's at bar mitzvahs even. It's at basically every single level. And I think that was a strategic move. And I give Kendrick a lot of respect. I give Drake a lot of respect too, but I give Kendrick a lot of respect for definitely hitting him with the crazy Al Green sample that his uncle played on, and little things like that Drake's uncle played on, by the way.
Right.
Those little things, different styles, flows, and so Drake gets push-ups is still hard, man. You hear that. I heard that in the city just yesterday. At the same time, They Not Like Us broke every single Drake record on record right now. Just look at the numbers. So you can't say
Drake, right? I feel like because of Drake is breaking records. If it wasn't that Drake, would anyone care for a Kendrick record like that?
What about that, Matt? What about that?
Man, come on.
Would they? Would they? I think
they do.
In battle rap, it's like it's a good move to take something from your opponent and flip it. Now we know Drake with the back-to-back record. We know with the push-ups record, he knows how to make diss records that can snap. That people are going to be in the club and they're going to be dancing to it. So for Kendrick to do that, yeah, that was a super chess move. Super chess move.
Chuck, ultimately, is the culture benefiting from this?
Yeah, I absolutely think the culture benefited. I mean, so many people came back to me like, yo, I've never been so excited about hip hop in my life. This is just what we needed. Other people were like, oh God, thank you. We blotted out the whack stuff that we don't like. We momentarily got some real actual hip hop and we can enjoy it. And, it's so exciting. People just got a rush. And the internet is on fire. Like, it won't stop. People are making cartoons. They're making skits. They're out partying to certain records. The debates are never ending, and it's still unfolding, like the mystery of it all. I give a shout out to Metro Boomin, right? Because when Drake told him to shut up and make some drums, I was like, oh my God, he finished him. And he actually came back and flipped it and really turned it into like a win for him. And he was finished, like Drewski, even you got to admit, Metro finished and he flipped it and figured it out and came back. I ain't gonna say on top because I don't want to offend nobody here, but he put respect back on his name in the midst of all that crazy.
The BBL Drizzy beat.
Oh,
listen, I was writing bars to that thing like, yo, this beat is fire.
Drewski, final word. Good for hip hop or bad?
I think it was great for hip hop. Two of the biggest artists of our generation going back and forth puts a spark into everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like Matt just said, it got him right in. Just it puts an energy out there for everyone. So I think we're gonna get better records, right? Once you hit a certain level, you kind of get comfortable. It's hard to get that hunger, that spark. And even at their level, like I think it gave them some fire under their butts to start making better records, and everyone in just a culture like, yo, we got to step it up. So now I feel like we're going to get an influx of just good records and people really giving it their all. So I think it was great.
All right, great. Matt, final word, good for hip hop or?
I think it was wonderful. I think it was wonderful. I do feel like people should just sit back and be entertained and not be too quick to pick a side or to double down on facts that they don't know. But I feel like the same way that war kind of speeds up the pace of technology, this battle has sped up the pace of lyricism and creativity. And we're going to get, that other side of hip hop that we didn't really appreciate, with people that's not really, skilled, just rapping about street stuff and getting themselves indicted. I feel like the volume on that is going to get turned down. I feel like the volume on strip hop is going to get turned down, and we're going to start seeing more lyricism. We're going to start seeing more creativity. We're going to get back to the culture that we love.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers on Hip Hop's War of Words. You can watch it again and share it on our Fox 5 NY YouTube page. Remember, use your mind as your best weapon. I'm Lisa Evers. Let's put